up loud, ready for a scene. Then they freeze mid-step, 'cause the sidewalk's clean. Fresh white line, like a battle scar. Every edge in place, every mark a star. Mr. Bill's curves, where the strong stand tall. Trip up the chaos, hold the front line wall. Good stone guardians, watching every turn. Mr. Bill's curves, make the doubters burn. Boots on the ground, badges in the night, neighbors on the porch, backlit by the porch light. Every sharp corner, like a drawn-out sword. When the crowd surges, they hold the accord. Mr. Bill's curves, where the strong stand tall. Trip up the chaos, hold the front line wall. Good stone guardians, watching every turn. Mr. Bill's curves, make the doubters burn. They chant and they push, but the line doesn't fade. Every painted edge, every groove that was laid. Dreamy haze above, steel in the street. Mr. Bill's curves stand where the patriots meet. Mr. Bill's curves, Mr. Bill's curves. Mr. Bill's curves.
Okay. Shouted it out enough, I think, already. How we doing, guys and girls? How we doing? Nice to see you, Tahiti Wave, in the house there. What's going on? No free music, guys. No free music. So this isn't communism where you get stuff for free for a short time and then you get nothing, right? But anyway, nice to see you guys there. Hopefully you're doing good. I think we'll have Guyire help us out tonight a little bit. Not help us out, but do some stuff. Oh, interesting. Let's see what's going on over here. Hopefully you guys are doing good. Get some news going here in a second here. Thank you for watching. Tahiti Wave was the first one in the chat. Rooster early. Usually Rooster comes in late, or he's really busy doing something else. But anyway, thank you, Rooster, for popping in. I appreciate there. Sorry, I got you confused the other day with Rooster Report. I know you're not him. But anyway, nice to see everybody. Hopefully you guys didn't have too much fun today. Make sure you don't have too much fun on Wednesdays. You're supposed to have too much fun on Fridays and Saturdays, but you're not supposed to have too much fun on Wednesdays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Definitely not too much fun then. Maybe a little bit of fun on Monday, just to break the fact that it's Monday, right? But anywho, but don't have too much fun. Have a little bit of fun, but not too much fun on whatever today is. Wednesday, I believe it is, right? Something like that. Anyway, let's get into some news here. We'll try to make it fun for you if we can. I don't know if I can make things fun for you. We'll play some music in the background. Maybe that'll be fun. All good. I appreciate it. It might be sleepy music, but let's try it.
We're going to clean up the UN and get it back focused and work.
Let me know if the background music is too loud also as you're listening to this.
Working not just for the American people, but for the world. President Trump's going to do for the UN just what he did for NATO over the last 8-9 years. But in this case, here's why it's...
Yeah, it's raining over here too. Is it raining where you guys are at? You guys like to pull a question? Sorry, I was in a hurry, so I couldn't think of a better poll question.
Such a big deal, this resolution in the Security Council by all of our Gulf allies.
Dee's in the house. Dee's in the house. How are we doing, Dee's? Nice to see you. What's going on with you? I didn't see a whole lot of streaming going on tonight, so I figured I might as well see if there's any stragglers that want to hang out with Mr. Bill.
Today, number one, a lot of these Gulf nations historically have kind of been in a neutral position when it comes to Iran. Qatar, for example, shares a huge...
If my camera goes off, it means I'm eating, okay, guys? If the camera goes off like this, it means I'm still here, but I'm eating, okay? Like right now.
Huge gas field for them. Well, today, they are unified. They are standing together. There's no disagreement amongst them. And they are publicly on the world stage condemning Iran and calling them out for the indiscriminate firing in all direction of hotels, resorts, ports, airports. This strategy Iran has of trying to sow chaos and shake our allies and even shake us in Israel has absolutely backfired. You are seeing the Abraham Accords coalition standing strong and fighting back. And then another piece to that, Sean, was guess where Iran and guess where Russia and China were today? China and Russia abstained. They backed away. They didn't stand with Iran when it really came down to it, especially with the Gulf Arabs standing strong. So, look, we defended Israel today and its strikes against Hezbollah and its fight to the north. Today in the UN Security Council, we had all the Gulf Arabs 13-0 with 135 nations standing with them. And then tomorrow, again, what the heck is the UN good for? Well, tomorrow we're going to have them talking about snapback sanctions and keeping the maximum pressure up that President Trump put in place his first term and put back in place this second term. So we're fighting the fight on all fronts, Sean. And this is the diplomacy that we can have on the world stage to match what our great warfighters are doing. We're going to clean.
Well done. Well done. Basted egg. What's a basted egg, Guyire? I'll send you an invite in a little while here. I think I've got some of your news coverage coming up anyway. So when we get to your news coverage, I'll send you that invite. And anybody else in that chat or whatever wants to come in, let me know if you guys want to come in and talk about any news you might have. This is local news out of Oregon here today. Marion County Judge David somebody ruled the gas tax referendum will stay on the May ballot instead of November, despite 250,000 signatures gathered for a November vote. Hey, Guyire, if you wanted to do, is that appealable by chance? It was a Oregon governor. Is that going to be sent to the next level to appeal that? I'm hoping somebody's going to appeal that to the Circuit Court of Appeals or something like that, but we shall see. Let's see what this lady has to say about it.
Hey guys, Taryn here out of the state of Oregon. I have some unfortunate breaking news. A Marion County judge just ruled today that the gas tax vote will stay on the May ballot instead of the November ballot. Remember, 250,000 Oregonians signed a petition that explicitly stated the vote would be on the November ballot. But the Democrats in Salem, the judges appointed by the left, they do not care about the voices of Oregonians. An appeal is expected. We'll see how that plays out. I personally...
Oh, what was it? 409 today? I didn't get gas today. I got gas yesterday, like 380 or something like that, where I was at. Well, you know who? Oh, she recognize her? Do I already follow her? Probably. No, if you say she's a good one, I'll take your judgment on that one there. Good rights activist. What else was about her? Oregon State Director of Women for PP Rights. Nice. You should interview her.
Karen here out of the state of Oregonians. An appeal is expected. We'll see how that plays out. I personally don't have a lot of hope at this point in this process in the governing in the state of Oregon, but we shall see. The best thing that we can do at this point to roll back this gas tax is to show up and vote, whether it's in May, whether it's November. It is our turn once again to show up and tell them no. Hey guys, Taryn here out of the state of Oregon. I have some unfortunate breaking news.
So this seniors in Minnesota are asking state officials to allow happy hours in nursing. It's like a commercial thing kind of thing. Happy hours in nursing homes without liquor licenses. A new bill would allow nursing homes to host resident happy hours under certain conditions. So happy hours in your mom and dad's or grandparents' nursing homes.
Friends and I love happy hour, just like many of you do, I am sure. Just because we are older and live in assisted living doesn't mean that we should have fewer freedoms than anyone else. Allowing our facility to coordinate this happy hour affords us and our families the peace of mind that we can enjoy life, but not be out slipping on the ice to stop and get our glass of wine. This amendment is simply putting into law what many people assume is already allowed. Happy hour at the place where we call home.
My only regret is that we might not get invited to one of these happy hours if it gets passed.
There's an age threshold.
I see how it is. I see how it is.
Friends and I love happy hour, just like many of
I know it's off. I turn it off when I'm eating. You guys can sort of hear he's sort of eating, but I don't want you to see me eating, so.
you do, I am.
This is a commercial, supposedly a White House commercial or something about relating to dropping boom booms or something.
Strike to claim it. A strike to claim it. And he got it! Here comes the heat from the USA. Boom! Pins down. What a strike!
Who do you think you are?
Strike.
And that was Pete Weber. I was trying to remember who that was, but Pete Weber. I'm surprised you didn't go with somebody else, but I guess Weber's pretty popular. The one I like is Walter A. Williams, Deadeye Williams. I met him before. Erica Kirk nearly starts to cry while telling students that if you are a believer in Christ, you might be persecuted for your faith and values. You're being persecuted because you believe in Christ. It's not easy to do this.
And if you're a chapter leader or you're part of a chapter and you are a believer in Christ and you are getting persecuted for your faith and your values, someone comes up and flips your table, someone throws all of your resources on the ground, count it all joy. You are being persecuted because you believe in Jesus Christ. Count it all joy. And I am so proud of each and every one of you. I am. It is not easy to do this. It is not. But it is worth it.
I guess they were protesting outside the Arkansas place, maybe this place they're in right now, in Arkansas, because they want to allow TPUSA in high school. I'm not sure if it's a curriculum or just gonna say, yes, TPUSA can have clubs in high school and colleges. Should be able to do that in any case. But it might be related to curriculum. I'm not sure. Let's see what was going on with Richard here the other day. Pretty popular one going around Portland anyway. See what he was saying or doing. And just in case he says something that's kind of out of bounds for YouTube somewhat, this video uses fair use for the purpose of criticism, commentary, satire, news reporting, teaching, education, and research. Just in case he says something like that. Oh, I can go camera on, I guess. There you go. You guys don't really want to see my camera anyway, do you? Anyway, thanks for hanging out. Let's see what Richard had to say here. Funny how I had to kind of get that disclaimer beforehand. Oh, you're not a fan, Linda? It's okay. Everybody's got their opinions. Agree to disagree on certain opinions.
You got the finger! The finger, not the finger! This is a little flea!
Oh, Richard's hilarious.
You're flicking red,
America, you shrinking. One zero.
Good doggy.
Yeah, in the mud. We run people like you out of our country.
I'm not going anywhere. I love this country. It's the best country. This side of
That's a good
heaven.
song. Good song. Hey, Godfrey, how we doing? Thanks for hanging out there. We're just chilling out, watching some news. Nice to see you. Thanks for the follow. Oh, I followed you the other day. Yes, I did. Yes. You're welcome. Usually don't follow a whole lot of people or whatever. I try to do the algorithm, but it's not working. I just can't get a whole lot of attention on my YouTube. I appreciate when you hit the like button on my things or share my posts and things like that. I appreciate that. But I'm just not getting a whole lot of attention. If I posted more often, maybe I would get a little more attention on my posts. I don't know.
She bites her dog.
She's in the mud.
Yeah, and she bites her dog.
Tight. That's all you can do. Anyway, that's Portland for you. What was going on over here? Trolling or something like that. Tommy Boy reposted this thing from something. I just wanted to see what this was about.
Stand on the grass if you love Donald Trump. Stand on the sidewalk if you love Donald Trump. Hold the sign if you love Donald Trump.
Don't get into it.
Hold the sign if you love Donald Trump.
Don't give him the sign.
Hold the sign if you love Donald Trump. Throw the sign if you love Donald Trump. Drop the sign on the ground if you love Donald Trump.
These people.
Trump is still your president. You're not a veteran to me.
That's like the oldest troll move in the world, and he fell for it. Why are old people so stupid? In this case here, the old liberals, in this case here, where are the kids? I don't see any kids. What kids? Interesting.
Give it back. Give back your service to your country.
Bingo.
Give it back.
Bingo.
You're not a veteran. You don't support America. You're not a veteran. Follow me if you love Donald Trump.
Right here. I'm not in front of you.
Get in front of me if you love Donald Trump. Then I got to get back here.
Come on, dude.
Got my fan club behind me today. Veterans really love Trump.
Trolls. Here's a little bit of comedy, probably some good information here too. Let's check it out.
Now, second thing I want to talk about, our friends in the United Kingdom, and they are our friends. I love the people of the United Kingdom. I do. I went to school there for a while. They're wonderful people. They deserve better than the government that they're being given right now.
Hey, Chris, we just watched your video a little while ago. The Richard one or whatever that I reposted there. I usually shout people out there. I'll shout out your Twitter here. Hold on, I'm just gonna find another link there. I always shout out everybody, but it was a cool video. Richard was just kind of twicking his fingers or something at somebody. Nice to see you. Well, Chris Sims on Twitter. Make sure you follow me first too, though. Don't have to, but it would be nice if you did. Wait, why didn't your name show up first? It's weird. It never shows up when you want it to show up here. People, Chris. Another one shows up. That is bizarre. Oh. Are you? Why didn't make you a mod? Why didn't I make you mod? I make most all my the streamers out there mods. Hold on, catch up here. There it is. You're welcome. Not that one. Not that button. There's a button. There's a button. There it is. Here you go. There. Go and put your own link in the chat there if you want to on that one there. You don't have to do any moderating stuff, but if you ever wanted to shout yourself out or something like that, say, come follow me if you like, that kind of stuff. Let's see what else Kennedy's got to say here.
I don't mean any disrespect in saying this, but I'm not a big fan of the Prime Minister Starmer. The United Kingdom was founded by geniuses, but at the moment it's being run by idiots. We entered Iran because we had no choice. I don't want America to be the world's policeman.
Kennedy's getting old. He's so funny, but he's getting old. I'm not sure when his next time to run is or something like that, but he might start thinking about handing his reins over to another funny guy from Louisiana, I think.
I do not. But on occasion, some of the bad guys in the world decide they're going to be the world's policeman. And it requires us to intervene. And that's why we're in Iran. If I said Iraq, I made a mistake. It's late. That's why we're in Iran. The president did not enter Iran, start a war. He entered Iran to prevent a war. Let me tell you why I say that. Our intelligence clearly showed, categorically, unequivocally, that Iran had restarted its nuclear warhead program. And let me say, I love the people of Iran too. I mean that. I don't think much of their political.
Was it our intelligence that told us that, or was it somebody else's intelligence?
Leadership.
That was funny with the cardboard thing. Hey, Patriot Patty, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Yeah, I followed you back also on Twitter, if I recall. Nice to see you. How you doing?
The good people of Iran basically are being governed before and now with the new supreme leader by Jack Nicholson and The Shining. They are stone cold crazy. Their religion teaches them, their interpretation of their religion.
Yeah, get it right there.
Tells them that they have to kill people who don't interpret their religion the same way that they do. And when your religion tells you to kill somebody, as far as I'm concerned.
Hey guys, put a 1 if you're on YouTube, and the main one. Put a 2 if you're on X, a 3 if you're on Twitch.
Time to get a new religion.
I'm guessing I'll do
now,
more.
Second thing.
I get more 1s and 2s, I'm sure. This is interesting here, guys. All the fraud and things like that, based on this Christian Harstock guy that I think I follow. I do now, anyway. It said 31% of all hospice and home health companies in the U.S. are registered in L.A. County. They receive millions of taxpayer money. So I went to the addresses listed in the Valley. What I found: no clinics, no patients, no healthcare providers, just vacant offices. Sort of like what Nick did the other day.
What printed sign closed for lunch? We will return shortly. It seems to be a pretty permanent looking.
Godfrey's over there hanging out with you.
Does not seem like a temporary tag you just put on a door to say out to lunch. It says out to lunch. Okay. Well, I take it that they are still out to lunch. Maybe they're all out to lunch together. Great Life Hospice. Okay.
Hey, Charlie, if you're out there on Twitter or YouTube or whatever, I got a question for you. I don't think you are, but you were watching the other day. I got a question for Charlie, if Charlie's out there. I think Charlie is female, but maybe not. But you know it's Charlie I'm talking about.
Is it a whole lunch outing amongst healthcare competitors? Hi.
No, this is not hospice. I don't.
This is not hospice? Okay.
Even though it's registered as one?
Yeah, well, what kind of health do you provide here?
I'm sorry, you can't come.
But it says 9 to 5. Hello? It's open, so let's go in. I'm documenting this for my grandma because I'm trying to enroll her in healthcare. Oh, I'm not soliciting. I'm so convenient. Every possible healthcare need you could possibly need all in one building on one floor. Hi, could you help me with something? I'm trying so hard to get her some healthcare and no one will talk to me in this building.
In one of the buildings was an auto body repair shop. Now, I'd never seen an auto body repair shop on the second floor of an office building.
You ever seen that, guys? Anybody in an auto body? Why would you put an auto body on the second floor of a building? Interesting. Second floor. Maybe motorcycles can kind of get up the stairs or something like that, or elevator, but usually cars aren't great at second floors.
So I decided to knock on the door and see what they thought of the dozens of hospice offices surrounding theirs. But when I started asking the guy questions, it escalated pretty quickly.
Why are you taking picture? Why are you asking some questions?
Because I'm curious what's going on. There's so many healthcare.
I mean, if it's just a private auto body shop, it's probably illegal. The other stuff is kind of definitely sus. But if he's not getting any taxpayer dollars and he's in an auto body shop on the second floor, maybe he takes parts of the auto body, cleans them up, sprays them or something like that, I could sort of understand that, but you're not going to be able to get a car to the second floor unless it's one of those parking garage floors.
Offices here and hospice offices.
Did you see any healthcare offices?
Yes, yeah, I see dozens. Have I done anything
illegal? No, hold on. Here we are.
911 for the city of Los Angeles.
I don't know who you are.
You're calling the police?
Yes.
So
Yes, ma'am. Some person coming to building and he asking some questions, who you are, why.
You really called 911 to file a false 911 report? Are you kidding me?
You are here, you know what kind of business you're doing. I want to know who is this person.
Let me get you over to the police operator. Hold on.
Yes, please.
you could have just asked me to leave. You're threatening to assault me while you have the police on. Now you are assaulting.
Oh, hold on.
Now you are.
Why are you taking that picture? You know why you come in my street?
You should not have the police on the line while you're assaulting me. Well, that was very interesting. The only responsive business, at least, was that gentleman who got all up in my face for recording.
California Courier is the name of that video there. Christian Hardstock is
Printed
the
sign closed for lunch.
the name
We
there.
will return shortly. It seems to.
Yeah, so maybe you give the link there. Maybe he's doing more of that kind of stuff. Let me see if he did other stuff like that. Looks like that's the right guy. Okay. Copy that into the channel there. Sand Tiger's in the house. How are we doing, Sand Tiger? I don't know. I know. I sometimes I don't want to waste the time or whatever. I wasn't expecting many people to show up, so but you can still follow my Rumble or something like that. I put the Rumble down in the description. So if you do want to follow me on Rumble, click on that link over there. One of these days, I'm going to make Sand Tiger my Rumble moderator, or whoever else wants to be. I don't care. We took care of that one. Let's go back here. But that's the link to the channel there that you just watched that fraud type stuff going on there. See what else crazy stuff the Democrats are doing. In Pennsylvania, Allegheny County goes on an unhinged rant saying he vetoed no on the ICE ordinance because it didn't go far enough. Wow. Walton said wants to draft an ordinance to arrest ICE agents for deporting foreign criminals for doing their job. Interesting. Let's see what it sounds like.
I am as appalled as anyone with what is going on with ICE. It is.
Yeah, they do. But who ends up footing the bill in the long run, for Medicare and hospice and things like that? And if people don't have their own resources, that government.
It is aberrant. It is wrong. There's no question about that. The reality of it is, what can be stopped? And I urge everyone to understand that at some point in time, the worm is going to turn, and there's going to be a different political leadership. What we should be doing now is drafting.
Good idea, Patriot, buddy.
Should be drafting a resolution to clearly state wherever ICE violates a person's civil rights, legal rights, that violates the Pennsylvania Criminal Code, we arrest their ass, lock them up. That's what we should be doing. We should not be trying to wasting our time with this order. We should be.
When they lose their job if they don't give somebody an administrative warrant or a judicial warrant in the proper place. They literally will lose their job by the feds. I don't think they want to do that. You arresting them Yeah, whatever. Them losing their job if they break the Constitution and don't hand over that thing there. Yeah, that's what's going on.
Holding folks accountable where possible. We should hold folks accountable legally. That's what we should be doing.
Come on, guys.
In the next couple of weeks, I will draft a document
Hold politicians accountable.
to submit to council that we do just that.
Hey, this is not a pep rally here, guys. Please.
We're on an amendment here.
Please.
Crazy Pennsylvanians.
Thank you. My name.
Watch the faces in the first few rows. Those are the NGO activists being confronted with science and facts. Unleash Securities and Exchange Commission, maybe, on California. Defense Production Act now. Let's see what this is about.
Name is Mike Umbro with an organization called Californians for Energy and Science. Hopefully this one of these last comments, we can focus on some science here. California's consumed over 500 million barrels of crude for the last 40 plus years. So anybody saying demand is declining is just not presenting the truth. Specific to Santa Barbara, this is an active region. The Chumash discovered oil here thousands of years ago based on oil seeps. National Geographic actually says they had smaller head sizes. So you can imagine the amount of volatile organic compounds that were freely being released into this atmosphere, into this ecosystem at that time. Thankfully, we learned how to produce it, which is the only way to reduce natural crude oil seeps and reduce the emissions that you're going to see if you shut down this industry. The Santa Barbara Channel is home to some of the largest natural oil and gas seeps in the world.
You guys know about these seeps in Santa Barbara area? Do they really? That's cool.
Emitting methane, ethane, propane, benzene, and other VOCs. UC Santa Barbara's Marine Science Institute has published multiple studies on this, documenting.
Like I said, look at their faces, the smugness of the second row person here.
That the seeps account for more hydrocarbon emissions than all permitted offshore platforms combined during production years. That's a lot. Pressure depletion from oil production reduces seeps. As reservoir pressure drops, we reduce the amount of airborne hydrocarbon concentrations.
All right, too much science for my head. Sorry. Trump was out there in Pennsylvania today, different places, even Kentucky too, talking about different things. What was he talking about here?
Good, here in the US. Well, let the media, I didn't say fake news, please. I don't, too many professionals. So I refuse to call you fake news, all right? See how nice I am? They say, what?
A little glitchy on that one there, but he was trying to be nice to the media today. There's Murkowski here that doesn't want to vote on the SAFE Act.
Where do you stand on the Save America Act? Do you, support getting this legislation passed to protect elections?
Not as it is drafted, no.
Why not?
The implementation in a rural state like Alaska is going to disenfranchise an extraordinary majority. And while I support citizenship voting and voting ID, I want to make sure that it's implemented.
Where do you stand?
Okay, I'm going to ask Google a question. How long does it take to get a birth certificate, a copy of a birth certificate in Alaska? Does it take to order a birth certificate in Alaska? Can't spell it. Oh, I thought they were giving the easy way on that one there. Alaska Vital Records. Order birth certificate. Okay, what's this? Order my birth certificate. Alaska. Instant online ordering. I guess you have to pay for it if you lost it, but you shouldn't lose it anyway. But anyway, usually mostly it's like 3 to 5 business days.
And on the Save America Act, do you support getting this legislation?
It's still my right to film the criminals that destroy our city. Any police? Oh, this is what Guyire was doing here. Hey, Guyire, are you still in the chat there? Let me make this bigger. He was in the chat earlier. I don't know if he still is. But he can kind of tell us what's going on here. I'll come back to that one and see if Guyire comes on. He can explain what was going on there. What was Trump doing here?
Say, you want to pass the Save America Act. He says there aren't the votes to do it right now. What's your response?
Well, he's got to be a leader. You know, if he's a leader, he's got to get him. It's the most popular bill I've ever seen put before Congress. And it's voter ID and it's voter.
Those don't last more than 5 years, really. And I'll go further than Juneau, Alaska. It's the capital of Alaska. Really? Yeah, in the north. Yeah, I mean, I could imagine if you're like way out in the middle of nowhere, Alaska or whatever. Are you supposed to say Eskimo? I'm not sure if that's the whatever they call Eskimos nowadays. You know, that no electricity or something like that. Then yeah, I could see how those people, those citizens would have a say though. But I'm guessing the Eskimos are not American citizens, but Inuits or whatever citizens of what Native American tribe they're from, right?
Voter, you have to be able to be a citizen to vote. It's called citizenship. And we're also adding in no men playing in women's sports, no transgender mutilization of our children, and no mail-in ballots, fake mail-in ballots. We have none of that, except in the case of the military, etc. It is the Save America Act. It's the most popular
act out there. 85%, I think now, even on CNN. Let's see what's going on in the Portland homeless situation here. Kevin Dahlgren earlier today.
What's your plan
With the baby stuff?
for the baby or getting off the streets?
The baby, I think we like to, baby, I think we're going to give it to my mom so we can keep the siblings together.
Okay.
And hopefully go out to California too with them. You know, to stay with the babies, you know. So yeah,
Okay.
that's probably the plan, you know.
Now I heard that someone had placed you in housing a few days ago, but didn't work out.
Yeah, because the bus would only take you so far to it, and then you have to like walk it 5 miles. And I can't walk 5 miles being pregnant like this, you know. That's a little bit too much, but we appreciated it, you know. But that's too much of a walk, you know.
Seems like that would have been so much better than being back out here, though.
Yeah, but it's shitty. It was nice, you know, and stuff, but like it was too much of a walk to be come here, you know, to Kansas and go back and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And can you briefly just?
Yeah, I know they're Native Americans. I know there's a special name the language police like to use on about Eskimos, and they're called something else, but sort of like Indians or Native Americans, you know. But if they're part of a tribe, they're not part of the U.S. You know, they get a vote in their own tribal elections, but not in the federal elections, from what I understand, unless they disengage from their tribe and become a full-fledged American citizen at that point there. Anyway, but I'm saying it's if they have online access and an address or PO box, I'm pretty sure it's not going to take them more than a couple weeks to get themselves the copy of their birth certificate.
Describe your daily habit out here.
Like what I do on it?
Well, yeah, your daily drug habit.
Oh, I mean, just doing Fetty. I mean, I say like how much I do.
Yeah, how much Fetty do you use per day?
I'd say, I mean, at least a 10, but I keep it varies, you know. I mean, I'd say like we do a 10, you know.
That's kind of a lot.
You think between 2 people though?
Between 2 people?
Yeah.
Well, actually, I would say 3 people.
Yeah.
I am.
Oh, that is sad. That is sad. Very sad.
I'm kind of worried about that.
Oh yeah, no.
Godfrey's and Patriot Patty, thank you for the repost.
I know we're planning on getting on something like we're looking at stuff. Like, they were talking about the shot thing, but I was like, I can't do the shot thing. He's just putting his belly, dude. Like, we can't do that, you know? But the message, we're looking at methadone, but like, I don't want to really switch to it, to another drug to that.
She needs to get off drugs and have safe housing and things like that, a bunch of other things, so it'd be nice for her too.
You know, I just like trying to move myself, you know?
Are you now trying to hopefully taper off or quit before you give birth?
That would be the ideal, but like, it's so hard, like, doing it when you're pregnant, you know? And like, after, when I had my other baby due, after I had the baby due, like, the bedding wasn't even that big of it, like, you know, when I got out of the hospital, dude, like, I was like needing it really bad, you know? Like, I had to, but like, it lasted me, like, for like, say.
I don't know half what she's saying, but I would imagine if she donated, not that she should, but her baby to science or something like that, just the effects of fentanyl on a baby or something like that, you know, and they pay her for it. And then she would just end up still spending the money. And if they give her enough money to, you know, okay, this is enough money for quality housing for the next 2 months, lady, and drug treatment counseling, will you accept it? I don't think she would. I would imagine, you know, ouch, wait, oh, Guyire's hanging out there. Hold on. Give me a second, Guyire here. We'll go back and watch your video after we're done here.
I got like a 10, dude, and that lasted me a couple days compared to like when I was pregnant, it lasted like 5 minutes, you know?
Yeah, it's crazy on that one there. Okay. We're going to do the Guyire report here for a second here. Hold on, guys.
How many?
We got 2 Guyires? We got 2 Guyires back to back. Okay, cool. Any other things to go? We'll do the other stuff later. We got Guyire hanging out over here. Hey, Guyire.
What's going on?
What's happening? What's happening? We got 2 videos here that I see of yours. We'll pick up the third one here. 3. I mean, it's ones I was kind of skimming as I was going through things, but let me see if I can find the other one here. That one looks like that one. That one looks like that. 8 hours ago, 9 hours ago. What's the third one here for the day? Is that today or is that update on the Portland Deli? Is that the third one?
That's it should be the 4th one. We've got got all 3 of them happening in Portland, and then the update.
8. This one here, seeing my screen there, which is the third one that I should do. There's that guy there. Anyway.
Oh, not the Pam one. Not the Pam one. That's
more of a Portland one here. Probably this one here. I don't think this one was one of the others.
Yeah, let's that one right there.
Okay. Back to my bookmarks here. Make it big enough to see here. So what's going on? Zoom in. There we go. Get rid of that. Okay, so what's the first one here about here that we're going to watch here? Man stabbed in Portland. Here's the story, part 1. Yeah, want me to play it first for the audience, or do you want to describe it or anything?
We can play it.
For 2 okay. Let's get it back.
Absolute chaos in North Portland. A man just got stabbed in the leg by what he says is his crazy psychotic ex-girlfriend. Now we stepped
Ex-girlfriends are psychotic? I didn't know that.
in human feces as we were documenting this. Now currently we're in downtown Portland. There's a bolo for 2 people who had just tried to break into a store next to the Stadium Superette. And then there's also a bolo for the person who set the delicatessen on fire. Now this man had just got stabbed in the leg at the Morrison Apartments by his crazy ex-girlfriend.
Oh, that's look at the leg there. Ouch.
Yeah, look at that.
Now, the people that live in these apartments are the people that we have documented stealing from these stores.
This is a Guyire show.
Was that all about, or can you kind of summarize it if you want to?
Yeah, so we're covering the Stadium Superette. There's been a lot of crime and stuff happening in that store. A lot of burglaries and just homelessness.
Where is this in relation to what part of Portland?
So I'm geographically retarded. Excuse my French. So this is in southwest Portland. No.
In
It's
relation to the Rose Garden, where is it?
Providence Park.
Providence Park. Okay. Go on. I didn't mean to interrupt. Just
Up near the my wife is saying that up near the Goose Hollow neighborhood. So it's 20th and Burnside basically. So it's in Portland, but it's I couldn't decide.
Yeah, out east, if I recall, is where I was thinking. Burnside is kind of east, northeast kind of area. Anyway, go
I'd
ahead.
say north. Anyways, so as we're covering this, we're seeing on the cameras on the side of the building, cop cars, on Morrison and 20th, and so you'll see that in the next story. But this story, as we're covering that story, is when I'm walking and I see all these cop cars pulling up to the Morrison apartments. And so as we're walking, you can see I'm with Portland Fire Rescue right here. And the guy coming out, we asked him, "Hey, did you get shot?" Because it looked like a gunshot wound. And he said, "No, my ex-girlfriend stabbed me. My crazy psychotic girlfriend or something like that stabbed me."
Yeah.
So there was 3 different incidences happening, all within that radius, like that 2-block radius, all at the same time.
All at the same time. I thought I saw 2 or 3 different first responder vehicles around there, but yeah, that one guy. I'm going to play this without the audio. As you guys just walking down there, following the Portland Fire.
Yeah. If you want to, there's another one I posted before this. It's just the raw video, and it's not my story. If you keep going, it might be after that actually.
Go back to your Guyire digital page here.
And it's just the raw clip of me walking with Portland Fire Rescue, not that one.
2 seconds. Not that one.
Should be right before. There it is, right there.
Probably this one here. Okay, minute 37.
If you go towards the end, if you scroll towards about halfway, yeah.
And then there's that bloody leg we see right there. He's not wearing socks, neither am I.
He was inside the Morrison, which is through those doors right there. That's the apartment building. It's a low-income housing.
Gotcha.
I stepped in human feces over there too. You hear me say I stepped in?
I know you want to be like Leilani, but I didn't know you want to be like her that much. Just kidding. You got the mohawk going on that guy too.
What happened, sir? Did you get shot in the leg? Got stabbed in the leg.
I gotta go, man.
She needs help. You need help too. I wonder where she was. Did she get picked up by chance or assault or anything like that? Or not sure?
No, I'm not too sure. We're following the next story.
Okay.
So we're gonna follow up on this tomorrow.
Okay, let's go back to the bookmarks here.
And this
is that Guyire page there. All at once kind of stuff, yeah.
Displaying all at once and kind of like what happens in Portland.
What next here? You're talking to some cops here?
This one's not too relevant. The next one, here's the delicatessen story.
Okay.
Earlier this week, Elephant's Delicatessen, a landmark that's been a part of the community since 1947, went up in flames. 80 years of history, of service, of people's lives, all of it scorched. The roof collapsed and the attic is gone. And why? Because the people running the city have decided that the rights of a drug-addicted vagrant to set a fire against a private building are more important than the rights of the people who actually live and work here. We've seen the footage. It's a person huddled in a blanket, lurking in the shadows. We're told this is a person of interest. We're told it's a warming fire. That's just a euphemism they use now.
For a burning barrel, right?
But let's be honest, this isn't an accident. This is the logical conclusion of an ideology when you pass no cash bail laws, when you refuse to prosecute quality of life crimes, when you essentially subsidize homelessness and untreated mental illness. This is what
I saw that other guy.
you get. You get a city that is literally being demolished, brick by the very people the government claims to be helping. The Democratic leadership in this city and in Salem, they don't see a crime here. They see a lack of resources. They'll tell you the suspect is the real victim, but tell you that the business owner standing in the ashes of an 80-year-old dream, Tell that to the employees who don't have a paycheck this week.
This is a guy.
Right. Hey, guys, Chad, if you have any questions for Guyire about the news or Portland or his geographical D grade that he gets or something like that, please feel free to ask him any questions.
I would give me an F.
I was trying to be nice.
Spent too much time on the South Waterfront. I'm so used to reporting on South Waterfront, South Waterfront, South Waterfront.
Exactly. But well,
so that's a two-part. So this one, right? And if you go to the most recent story that I shared,
okay.
I'll talk about the suspect.
Let's go back up here. Probably is this the one?
No,
go back to your page. Okay.
Yeah, should be right there. Yeah.
There's this 4-second one here.
Yes, sir.
Update on Portland Deli. Oh, gotcha.
Authorities named Catherine E. Stowe, 56-year-old woman out of
Yeah, adjust that microphone on that one.
Portland, Oregon.
Turn it up, guys.
Suspect in the Elephant Delicatessen fire. Catherine is being charged with reckless burning and criminal mischief in the second degree. Now, the investigators say that the flames were started by Catherine using an open flame torch to look into a dumpster. That dumpster caught fire, and then eventually the entire building caught fire. Now, this is Guyire with the Guyire Show, and we're continuing to keep you updated on this developing story.
This is a Guyire Show.
So what? It was hard to hear on some of that, but the whole building caught on fire or started to catch on fire.
Yeah. So she was using she was trying to look into the dumpster using her torch lighter, unintentionally, as investigators say, causing a flame. That flame spread to the building, the attic and the basement, both were on fire. This was 1 o'clock in the morning, I believe, on Monday.
Yeah. Wow.
And so Catherine Stoke, as you saw in the previous video of the footage, she's obviously homeless and on drugs. And so that kind of is going along with the story we're telling down here in Portland is all of the issues with Measure 110, the homelessness, the crime or harm reduction programs. It's complacency, and it allows all of this to happen. If that wasn't put into place here in Portland, the delicatessen wouldn't be set on fire. That's a legendary restaurant in Portland, and that those people are now suffering for a paycheck, and the business owner, he's going to get a pretty good secure insurance check, but it's a legendary restaurant. It's now broken down.
There's a lot of restaurants that are going out of business like that. A few weeks ago, Ed Deal reported on the pie place or whatever in Portland. I can't remember the name of it, but someplace like that had to close down.
Is it Sizzle Pie?
No, wasn't it a pie? Silverton Pie Company, but it was in Portland or something like that. It was like name of another town, but it was in Portland. But anyway, that's crazy. But
We appreciate you, Mr. Nicholas.
Exactly. Yeah.
Celebrity live streamer.
They say he isn't trying to be a celebrity streamer or something like that. He's probably a reference to certain people, but
we're doing it real over here.
Yeah. Are you going to hook up with Valley Ray or Kevin Dahlgren in the near future by chance?
Valley Ray, yeah, me and Valley Ray actually have done a couple things together. We're working on some things. I talked to him today. I got to give him a call tomorrow. But I don't really work with Kevin Dahlgren too much. I have some reservations on that guy. So I try and stay away from him just a little bit.
I gotcha. Or Tara Fowl takes pictures. I'm not sure. You see her out there?
Oh yeah. I love her pictures.
Yeah. She really shows what's going on there just with a picture that worth 1,000 words kind of stuff,
100%. Yeah, her pictures can be put in Time magazine,
Gail, how you doing? Nice to see you. Let's see if there was anything else you had here. I thought I saw something else in the.
Yeah, and then we've got another one where homeless drug dealers are trying to break into the buildings.
This in here?
No, it's the other. There's another one. I think it's a shot of me talking. Keep going. That one right there.
Okay.
The bar right next door. There has been homeless drug addicts and drug dealers trying to break in and breach the door into a retail space.
Same neighborhood?
Same neighborhood. Yes.
Wow.
And as you can see, same officers.
But she's over here.
Oh, yeah? Were these the same ones that were dealing with the guy with the leg, or?
Yeah, not this lady, but the other female officer. Yeah. And so those people right there, as I was walking by, those were the customers looking for their dealers.
Really? Oh my goodness. But the dealer had issues already or something. Okay.
Right.
So the suspects that tried to breach the door here at the pizza parlor, the old pizza parlor next to the Kingston on Morrison and 20th Place in North Portland, have been known to be hanging out here for weeks and weeks and weeks. And they've been on camera offering me drugs, offering to sell me drugs. So when is enough going to be enough? I mean, we just spoke to one of the owners of the Kingston, and they said they've had enough for months.
This is a Guyire show.
For months they keep doing this. They just come up and say, "Do you want drugs or something?"
Well, I was walking by there last week, and that guy, he's a homeless drug dealer. You walk right by him. You looking for some crystal? Yeah. What you got? Playing along with it. And they claim to have massive amounts, and we've made reports to the police officers today, like, hey, this is a picture of the guy. This is him. And these people are dangerous. They're unpredictable, and they run the streets of Portland down there.
Danny's got a question for you, but
why didn't you buy any drugs? He didn't have the drugs I was looking for.
You were Sudafed. Come on now.
Right. Sudafed. Oh man, you have to lock that stuff up now. Are you kidding me?
Oh, I could imagine. Has some chemical in it that's pretty popular for drug types out there. What's going on, Jenny? How are you doing? Nice to see you.
Hi, Jenny. How are you?
My birthday buddy. Oh, same birthdays. Is it this last one here? I think we covered most of it.
And so I kind of want to put a preface to this one real quick.
All right.
This was another one. Like this one we didn't even do a story on. This guy was robbing the Safeway right here. And he was in the back. He was in the back of the car, and I walked up and I said, "Hey, I'm gonna film, or I'm filming this." And I didn't even say that. They said, "Hey, put the camera away. You don't have to film this guy." And I said, "Yes, I do. I have the right to film him. I'm on public property." But anyways, this guy right here, Officer Torres, badge number 293, Giovanni Torres. He was one of the arresting officers that arrested me a few months back with that with that pepper ball incident. And so the reason why this is very pressing, and I'm making everything public about this case because it needs to be public about it. I posted something about a bias, right? How Leah Bothamley, she gets to walk free from punching Cindy in the face. All of these people get to walk free. I'm still being charged with 4 misdemeanors for dispersal of a pepper ball gun, in self-defense. And so the political bias is happening right in front of our eyes. And this is the arresting officer. And so when you play this, just think of that. Think about his attitude. You viewers watching at home.
Watch the attitude. If Laura's here, she knows a lot about attitude, but I haven't seen her yet.
Hey, dude, don't take pictures of this guy here. Step back, please.
I'm on public property. I can take pictures of whatever I want to take pictures of, sir. I respect you. I respect what you do.
Okay, have a good one.
But I can take pictures of him.
All right, dude.
I can go all the way up to the sidewalk and not go in the middle of the road. This guy's trying to break into a storefront, man. I just want to let the public know who he is.
Check.
since our leaders aren't doing anything about it, citizen journalists have to step up and do something about it.
Do you think that guy knows that he was your arresting officer? Is that why he's kind of?
So at this moment, he's trying to figure that out. I think he's trying to
Where have I seen this guy before? Where have I seen this guy before?
But I know what my First Amendment freedoms of speech are. So thank you for trying to restrict that. You can't tell me to step away and not film anything in a public. All right.
Hey, wait. We met before.
We have met
Oh, now it comes to his attention. Okay.
before.
Yeah.
What's up, brother?
For you.
Huh?
How's life for you?
It's good, man.
Good.
It's really good. Good to see you.
Did everything turn around?
Huh? It did. It did actually. I'm hoping. I'm hoping, but they're trying to just be assholes. But it turned great. Have a good day, brother.
Hey, you too, man. Good seeing you.
You too.
Just off-putting.
And
so what's happening with this case too is it's being drawn out, right? Like they want to have another hearing until October. Like, what happened to my right to a speedy trial?
Yeah. Oh, because the person, you don't have to say the details, but I heard you say something.
He's joining the military.
Military situation. Yeah.
Yeah, he's joining the military. Tommy just got to do what they call is like a civil compromise or something like that.
Yeah.
We're working towards that to just completely dismiss all of these charges because these charges are bogus. I mean, they charged Leah Bothamley with menacing, and then they also said that menacing charge is unconstitutional, so they're dropping the charge, and they're throwing that case out. She punched somebody in the face. I was the one that called the police officers and said, "Hey, this is what happened. Come down here. I want you guys to make a report about this. If this isn't somebody following me, then so be it. If it's just road rage, then so be it. But at that moment, I didn't know. But when somebody's running me off the road, I have all right to defend myself like that, especially if we're going 55 miles an hour. And so they're trying to get me with all four of these charges. It's not even a firearm. And they said unlawful use of a firearm or unlawful discharge of a firearm. It's unfair and it's bias. And the way this police officer treated me today, especially being the arresting officer, that should completely throw out this case completely. The way that, because we've been having these issues of is there something going on here based off of who I am? And now he treats me like this. And so we've got my attorneys involved, and we're going to try and get this resolved here because it's unfair. And I think the public needs to know this is how independent journalists get treated. Not only by the people on the streets, but the people in the justice system.
I'm going to use the word pew pew instead of a rifle or.
Oh yeah.
But according to the Portland City Code and Portland Police Bureau directives, a firearm is derived as any weapon designed to expel a projectile, in parentheses, such as a pistol, revolver, rifle, or pew pew, by the action of a pew pew powder, explosives, compressed air, or spring. So I think,
which is insane to me.
I know.
It's not a pew pew. It's not a pew pew. It's a CO2 powered mechanism.
Yeah. But then it's based on, not trying to bias reading the thing there, but compressed air by the action of pew powder, explosives, compressed air, which is CO2, right?
CO2, yeah.
Air or spring.
But it's not unlawful.
Yeah.
Saying it's unlawful is unconstitutional.
Oh, BCP's got a question that I was going to ask him, but since he's here and Black Lives Matter, I'm going to have you read his question there.
Quincy, I feel that I was racially attacked by this man, by Giovanni Torres. No, he treated me like shit, man. I'll be honest with you. Excuse my French, but he treated me like crap. Like, as soon as he recognized who I was, like, I have all right to stand in there, and I'm documenting, like, I'm legitimately like working on a case or a story here. And the fact that he like was blocking me from showing the image or the video of the guy, and then he walked right and got in my face. I didn't get in any of their faces. Like, I gave them some distance, right? I wasn't threatening. He pressed right up to me. I mean, you could see how close he got to me, you know? And it's just like, I feel like he treated me like I've been treated within the legal justice system over the past 4 months. Poorly, unfairly. I mean, they treat these criminals a lot better than they treat the people filming the people getting arrested.
I'm not sure about that one, Godfrey's. Maybe. I don't even know what wrist rockets are.
Wrist rockets are the slingshots.
By spring, I guess, technically, if this.
Yeah.
I would think it's like a metal spring they're referring to. They're not just a sling spring.
They took Travis Jur's slingshots when they raided his house. Yeah.
Then I guess that considers a firearm. Just anything that has elasticity to it, I guess, could be a spring.
He had a flamethrower as well. He had one of those. I believe it was one of those not a flamethrowers from Elon Musk.
Interesting. Bizarre. Interesting. But you said you felt uncomfortable even during this event, or just at the event where he took you in? Seems like he was trying to be nice. He was kind of getting a little close to you, but he was trying to kill you with kindness.
I don't really remember him too much when I was arrested, but I don't know, man. That's not typically how cops interact with me.
Without the audio this time.
But I got to get this phone charged up. It's gonna die. I got 1%. Bill, thanks for having me.
You betcha. Have a good one. If you're gonna stream later on, I'll raid you over there if I last that long.
Probably.
Maybe BCP will come up here if BCP's not too afraid to get behind the camera. But anyway, thank you for popping in. I appreciate it,
guys.
Have a good one.
Thank you so
Give
much.
Guyire a follow, guys.
Yep.
The links here. Links are coming.
Remember, these are Mr. Bill's curbs.
It's real curves. Yeah, exactly. Even the dirty ones, but I have to go clean those dirty ones. Okay, these days. Let's see, where's Guyire's link here? Actually, Guyire probably is a mod already. He probably link himself, but there's a few buttons here figured out here. There's his Twitter. Click the link there, copy the paste. You guys put a 1 in the chat if you're already following Guyire. Put a 2 in the chat if you're about to follow him after I put that Twitter link in the chat right there. And there's also, actually scroll up here. There's everybody's kind of link up here somewhere. There's, you'll see his link on that one there also. Is that his YouTube? Yes. Digital's YouTube is on there. Yes, it is. Click those links there, guys. Follow those guys. Let's get back to watching the rest of this craziness over here. While Guyire fixes his phone or something like that, and see if he's gonna maybe raid him later on. Did you guys like that information? Hopefully you did. Was it 1 for you all already follow him? Good. 2, if you're going to follow him in the near future here. Some people may not like some of his stuff, whatever, but I like for his news reporting and things like that. And he wears an Oregon Duck hat once in a while. That's good. Another good reason. He doesn't wear a beaver hat, then I change my opinion. Let's see excuse me. So watch that one. Watch all the Guyire stuff. If we make that kind of a regular thing, what should we call that? Okay, I can't call it the Guyire show. Can we call it the Guyire 10 minutes? The Guyire section. Got to find a name for like the Guyire segment or the segment of Guyire. I don't know, something like that. You guys got to give me a better name than that. He does a decent job. Yes, he does. Oh yeah, we already saw that. We just kind of talked about that. So. Good. This was Brandon Straka on this one here 23 hours ago. An Iranian protester opposing the Islamic regime was reportedly attacked by a man in England during a confrontation over the demonstration, highlighting tensions surrounding protests tied to Iran's government. The Guyire visits. Oh, that's an interesting one. Guyire visits. Better than some of my ideas.
Stand over there.
مسلمانای تروریستی حمله تروریستی طرفداران جمهوری اسلامی به ایرانیانی که اومدن تو برلین.
Update with Guyire. Oh, yes. The Guyire update. Yeah, either way. I like how that works. Yeah, it's sort of like kind of the on the ground with the Guyire. That might be sort of although he's not really on the ground when I'm doing it. He's usually at home if I do it at night, but I got to come up with something. Marcy Lynn, you just followed it, the Guyire one? Okay, good. Make sure you guys go watch him or whatever. He'll do a show tonight or whatever. Trying to get more people to kind of get together and sort of have sort of a thing where after you watch one person, you'll have another person to go to later on in the evening, depending on how late you guys like to stay up or something like that. So I'm right now, and then either BCP or Guyire will be on after me, and so on and so forth at that point there, that we'll kind of respect each other's opinions and things like that, May not agree altogether, but it's okay to agree to disagree on certain things.
نزدیک مرکز تروریستی امام رضا. ببین یه لحظه صورتو بذار. نگاه کن این یکی از بچه‌ها.
Ooh, you got hit hard there.
حمله کردن به زن و بچه و اینا. الان هم پلیس اومده دستگیرشون کرده. نتیجه چند تا پاکستانی تروریست مسلمانای
the UK, they can't handle the stuff that might be coming their way, in my opinion.
تروریست هم نتیجه مماشات دولت تروریست پرور انگلیس.
As you can see, and he's unarmed.
حمله
I'm pretty sure that cop was unarmed. John Kennedy again here. What was he talking about here?
Right, though, you actually talked to NBC News last night about that strike on the girls' school, and you said it was terrible. We made a mistake. I'm just so sorry that it happened. And why did you feel like it was important to say that?
Because I think it's the truth. I mean, we're investigating, but I'm not going to hide behind that. I think it was a terrible, terrible mistake. The investigation may prove me wrong. I hope so. The kids are still dead. But I think it was a horrible, horrible mistake. I wish it hadn't happened. I'm sorry it happened. Yeah, I can assure you it wasn't intentional. That's the sort of thing Russia does. We don't do that.
I'm still not sure about that one there. When the U.S. missiles and everything are so fast, you wouldn't have been able to see that missile. A Tomahawk. You wouldn't have been able to see that for a glimpse. For the glimpse, you saw what that thing looked like, right? Makes me think it was somebody else's kind of misfire, but
I don't see any other possible explanation. And when you make a mistake, you ought to admit it. Most people understand no one's perfect, but I don't think our men and women who are fighting for us did it intentionally. I'll never believe that.
Fair enough.
I don't think that video is AI there, but I mean, it did happen, but it's a matter of, who owned that missile. Carolyn, 3 minutes. What's she talking about? Is urging Congress to say, maybe I'll end with that one there. Did we already cover this one?
When former President Biden started this lawfare business, former President Biden, directly and indirectly, instructed Judge Merrick Garland, who was then Attorney General, to prosecute.
I doubt Russia was involved with that. The three potential possibilities, I guess, would be Israel, U.S., or Iran hitting that facility. But if you want to think of a fourth, it would be Russia. Why would they fire on their buddies at Iran? Unless, here's a conspiracy theory. They fired it to make it look like the U.S. fired it. Interesting idea. I don't know.
A former president of the United States, who had run against President Biden, Attorney General Garland's boss, and a former president of the United States who at the time he was prosecuted by the Justice Department was a current opponent against President Biden. And I remember thinking at the time, they have unleashed spirits they cannot control. That is not what America is all about. And I know some are going to say, well, President Trump is doing the same thing. If that's true, I don't like that either. In fact, when many of President Trump's nominees for the Justice Department came and appeared before us for confirmation in judiciary, which I said, I talked to them about this. I said, 2 wrongs don't make a right, but they do make it even is wrong.
Not sure what that was even about on that one. I just like to hear his voice once in a while.
You know, I remember.
Let's go to Representative Deal. We covered David. So far, he's my favorite here, but this is the other guy that a lot of conservatives in Oregon think would make a good governor here. So let's see what his advertisement is or whatever this is here. I heard something about that. Something about the fishtail on it or something like that. It did not look like a tomahawk.
From the Santiam Canyon, where the pines still stand, to the Oregon coast, he's a working man's hand. He fights for the folks who lost all in the fire, lifting them higher with grit that inspires. He's the real deal, fighting for the land with the pioneer spirit.
That Deal there. If you like him, we'll go vote for him. But I still think we need to see a few more debates, you know. But with all of them, you know, we keep getting the small debates, you know, between him and David. But there's like a 5th person out there also. But Chris Dudley and Drazen have not really been in the same debates as these other guys have lately. I'm not sure why not, but as we shall see. They haven't been on a news debate either that I've seen. Not that the news cares about Republicans. We haven't seen this video here before. It's only 20 seconds.
The what?
The scammers.
We do.
And how often do you guys come here?
Every day.
Every day?
We arrest them every day.
And they just come back?
Just come back.
Do you arrest them and then are they released on the street the next day? Really? They're released the next day. And how come you guys are just catching people then releasing them?
That's not up to us.
Who releases?
He's like, not our fault. Just, you know, New York, the Law and Order show, you know, they take care of the law. The order is not doing their job, if you know what I mean.
Them the next day. The judge.
The what?
The scammers.
We do.
The judge releases them the next day. And Mike Lee on this one here, what was he talking about here? Or the SAFE Act?
Getting it passed is a paid influencer campaign. I mean, where does he get off saying that?
If that is what he intended to communicate, he's mistaken. I'm not sure who informed him of that. That would certainly be news to the tens of millions of Americans who have weighed in on this for no reason other than the fact that they're concerned citizens who want the best for their country.
How can he be so misaligned with his base on this?
Well, again, I'd love to hear his explanation as to what he meant and whether that's what he meant to communicate.
I'm not sure he's talking about Schumer or Cornyn or somebody.
But if that is his assumption, he's incorrect.
Do you think they've made any progress on actually implementing the talking filibuster, getting rid of the zombie?
Look, we're making progress every day because every day that goes by, people make outlandish claims to the effect that this is tantamount to calling to nuke the filibuster. It is quite the opposite of that. This is enforcing the filibuster. This is what the filibuster.
What Trump wants is to get everybody on the record, I think, when it comes to the SAFE Act. They get them all on the record, you know, if it's 48 to 53 or something like that the first time, or 52, then you know what you need, but you also know at that point there who to threaten with a primary. Trump could say, "Oh, hey, buddy, your primary guy is coming up," or something like that, because that's usually when people kind of might change their minds or something like that in the primary.
Is.
Yeah.
What we've been dealing with is a zombie filibuster, and sometimes you need the real one. This is one of those times.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Zombie
Getting it
filibuster.
passed.
Oh, this is Guyire. It's a different one here. When was this one? On March 9th. I already saw that one, I think. What was this one about? Don't need some of the old ones here together. Don't need that old one there. Here, crazy wild liberals here.
And we're gonna say thanks. Thank you, Pachamama, Tonancintlali. Wow, thank you, Mother Earth. Thank you for this opportunity that you always give us to be held. You show us what is to be supported, to be loved, to be in our own.
Don't touch the memorial, guys. Don't touch the memorial. Don't mess with that memorial. That's a sacred memorial.
Bodies through this earth body. Thank you. Thank you for everything that walks. Thank you for everything that has 4 legs. Thank you for everything that flies. Thank you for everything that swims, for everything that crawls, for things that have movement, for that doesn't have movement. Thank you to this beautiful earth that we're in. Thank you for being our home. Thank you for the air that you give to us. For the
Ashley's wearing a kafifa from the river to the, you know what?
sustenance, for all the reciprocity that you give to us, and you don't ever ask anything to us. Never. Thank you, Mother. Thank you, Pachamama. Aho.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. I already saw Kevin earlier. Oh, here's more of that same situation, same day, I think.
What makes you mad? And now I invite you to scream.
Very true, Nicholas. Yep. But if they think they can do it without kind of having to voice an opinion, you know, if they can just kind of play safe and just talk to moderates questions and not have to talk to right-wingers questions, you know, and answer to the what they would call the far right, maybe they can survive till the general election. I don't know. Mental asylum down the road, 6 blocks, take a right. Please seek help.
It's okay to scream. You are allowed to be loud. You are allowed to have a voice, and you women. I invite you to bounce. Shake it up. Haven, shake your arms.
Hey, Chris. I was going to ask a question about men and women and things like that, but I didn't want to. Oh.
Shake it up. Put your arms over
Shake it off, guys. Shake it off.
your arms. Give yourself a hug. This is called havening.
I've got another name for it that's not quite havening.
Feel your hands. Shake it out and give it back to the earth.
Interesting. Anybody need to see if get their number? Same thing, just there twice. It was a long time ago, or 3 days ago anyway, on that old news there. See if any of this is worth looking at. They were getting in front of Trump Tower there, yelling and screaming, stuff without any due process, but I guess certain times they like due process, certain times they don't. What, Haley, I have not watched this on here yet. This is a few days ago. See what she was up to here, exposing something probably. Fraud, I would imagine.
What's up, you guys? I'm here live reporting from the North Portico building in Meridian, Idaho, the very site where that dramatic crash and attempted arson unfolded just under 2 weeks ago. Now, I'm standing just outside this multi-tenant office building on East Louise Drive, home to DHS administrative offices, Social Security, and other federal services. You can still see the boarded up south entrance where impact happened and repairs are underway. with a heightened security presence. And for those just tuning in or hearing about the story, let's break down what happened. On the night of February 18th, around 11 p.m., 43-year-old Boise resident Sarah Elizabeth George allegedly stole a Canyon County paramedics ambulance and drove this short 1-minute route before dousing the lobby and vehicle with gasoline. However, she did flee before igniting anything. Now, there were no injuries, but she's facing federal arson charges. In the latest update, she pleaded not guilty on February 26th, and her trial is set for April 20th. Now, some say her motives remain unclear, but it seems like the underlying layer could be tied to anti-government views after she posted an AI image of the White House burning that same day.
That's crazy.
Now, there's also a separate vandalism case here at the DHS facility in Boise, Idaho. Windows were shattered, graffiti sprayed.
I'm sure Pam knows nothing about this. I'm sure Pam knows nothing about what happened in Boise, Idaho at a DHS facility. I'm sure she has no idea anything relating to this situation whatsoever. No, she probably doesn't have any idea.
And I think the main question is it related or is it isolated? And now that Kristi Noem is out as DHS secretary, how do you guys think that the Trump administration is going to combat the dissatisfaction of immigration handling from radical protesters against ICE to pro-ICE supporters that feel shortchanged after promises made?
That was Haley West's report there, talking about some of the different little attacks on DHS. I forgot about that Idaho one, things like that. That's almost getting as bad as what happened to Portland there. And that's usually a red state kind of area there with a lot of blue-haired and blue football fields over there. You know what I mean? Anyway, follow Haley West over there. Let me see if she's got another video that we might have missed by chance here. Hold your horses. No, that was her last one there, I think. She reposted a few things there, but nothing. I think we covered that one already before. Good job, Haley. Let's see what else we got on the report here. That one's done. And let's see if there's any other news or something like that. Let me know, guys. Otherwise, I'm just going to play this one and see what else is going on.
Number one, voters have to show ID to cast a ballot. On another matter here at home, President Trump is urging Congress to pass the Save America Act, one of the most critical pieces of legislation in our nation's history. The Save America Act is overwhelmingly popular with all Americans because each provision is rooted in common sense. The Save America...
Say that again. Common sense. Radical Democrats and leftists don't know what that is in a lot of cases.
The America Act has 5 simple requirements as requested by the President of the United States. Number one, voters have to show ID to cast a ballot in an American election. Very simple. 90% of Americans, including more than 80% of Democrat voters, agree with this. Number two, the Save America Act will require all voters to show proof of citizenship in order to register to vote in American elections. Again, this is popular and rooted in common sense. Only American citizens have the right to vote in American elections. But after Joe Biden and the Democrats allowed tens of millions of illegal aliens into our country, it's more important than ever to ensure that only American citizens are registering to vote on our nation's voter rolls, and Congress needs to pass this. Number three, the Save America Act abolishes the incredibly unsecure practice of universal mail-in ballots, which throw the door wide.
Yeah, she doesn't mess around. So other ones, especially last presidential spokesperson, and the one before that, the one that was famous for "I'll get back to you," or what was the line? She said she'd always get back to you, circle back. She was going to circle back. And then the last one, Karine Jean-Pierre.
Wide open for fraud. Importantly, the Save America Act maintains exceptions for Americans.
They kept saying she was the first black lesbian, person in that job, but she literally has a French name. So, yeah, you might be a certain skin color, but your origin is France, evidently.
To use mail-in ballots like for illness, disability, military, or travel reasons. The bipartisan 2005 report of the Commission on Federal Election Reform, chaired by, of all people, former President Jimmy Carter and former Secretary of State James Baker, concluded that, quote, absentee ballots remain the largest source of potential voter fraud, and it is time for Congress to finally address this. Number 4, the Save America Act permanently bans men from competing in women's sports. President Trump signed a landmark executive order upholding the promise of Title IX and ending this dangerous and unfair practice. But now it's time for Congress to codify this into law. Number 5, the Save America Act bans transgender mutilation surgery for children. Again, President Trump signed a common sense executive order to do this and kept his promise to the American people. But now Congress needs to do the same. And
I forgot they put all that on one bill. I thought it was just the voting thing, but those other 2 major issues on there also. That's good.
Codify it. It's well past time for Democrats in Congress to stop perpetuating the radical and false claim that you can somehow change a child's sex. You cannot. Passing the Save America Act is the most important thing that Republicans and frankly Democrats can do to strengthen election integrity and protect our democracy. It's what the American people elected Republicans to do, and they must deliver on it as soon as possible. The president is calling on Congress to get the job done and send this historic piece of legislation to his desk immediately for signature.
That's awesome to see that. Okay. They covered all the other news. Let's see if there's any late breaking news here tonight. I don't think there is hardly, but we'll double check something here. At the top of this list here, Mike Lee, 1 hour ago. While he's still talking about the Save America Act.
I'm guardedly. Okay, update for the evening. Look, I'm guardedly very optimistic. We've got a real shot at this. Our next strategy has got to just involve delaying as long as possible the moment where we cast a cloture vote. The longer we can leave the debate hanging without cloture, the more we have the chance to force Democrats to articulate their basis for opposing this. We can debate, vote on, perhaps pass amendments along the way. But we want to avoid any short hop to a cloture vote. We run immediately to that, knowing that we've got a 10-vote cloture deficit. We're going to lose, and lose quickly. We can't have that happen. We want to keep this hanging for as long as possible without a cloture vote. We shouldn't file for cloture until we think we can get to 60. And
did he add to it with those other 2 things? I was wondering is he doing that as a strategy? Like, okay, the Democrats will say, we'll vote for it if it's only the voting stuff or whatever, but we're not going to vote for the trans stuff. Okay, we'll lose our jobs if we vote for the trans stuff, but we won't lose our jobs if we vote for the voting stuff. So I will give you it if it's only the voting stuff. I think that's the strategy.
And otherwise, we keep it going. Keep it hanging out there. Make them stay for a long period of time, through weekends, perhaps threatening recesses. That will tend to move things along. Let's get this done. We're not going to slow down. Let's accelerate into the turn. Let's get this thing passed.
Be interesting what happens to that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the crazy news, double checking. Shirley on that one there, Portland moderate. I don't know who he is. What's going on there? A lot of AI stuff popping out on my feed nowadays. I don't like all this AI stuff. I already started with that story. Always doing a prayer thing with Ma'am Donnie or something like that. What the heck? Is that today? Covered Joey Behar has to say. Government waste $190 billion for repairs in California's Yuba Community College District. Commercial funds were used for a $43 million art center, a soccer complex, and land expansion instead of maintenance upgrades. Good story, but not crucial right now. Okay. I think we covered most everything. OBCP had something an hour ago. Oh, yeah. Just watch this video here.
More like what? You want to make some of that?
A moment where you're asking yourself how you can reconnect to growing up with being taught that.
interesting advisors he has nowadays, huh? This is New York City. We know. I can see. Let's play a YouTube video here. One of these reaction videos here. I got something to do upstairs. I'll see if I can think of anything else to do, or see if anybody else has got something to talk about there. But I'm gonna have you guys watch something here. Which one are we gonna go for? Adam Francisco, Eliezer Perez. $100 challenge. They State of the Union reactions. We did some of those already. Let's go to James Klug here 2 weeks ago.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
What's going on? Intimacy's been
crazy.
We'll call it unfettered mass migration.
That's out of control border.
I already did this one. Okay, never mind. We just did this one yesterday. Remove from the playlist. Okay. Remove that from the playlist. What else we got here? This one here.
Do you wish that you could date Brianna J. Rivers?
Are you crazy?
She's a little bit bigger than you. I don't know. Maybe you like that dominant woman type of thing. Maybe he likes to be dominated.
She's a coon. Don't talk to her.
Hibernation. She's at a protest this time and showing people bad guys that should be deported and seeing what liberals will say about the bad guys that should be deported. That's a good one. Let's go with that one there. I'll be right back, guys. Want that one there. Her Patriot Voice. Let me put the link in the chat at least for you here. Hold on. I don't like to leave you hanging if you don't know the video there, but give her a shout out here.
McCoon. Now we're yelling racist slurs. Can you condemn?
Here's the link that you want here. If you want to follow her channel there, paste right there. I'll be right back while you watch and see what she's got going on.
Him calling me a coon? Should I be called a coon?
I don't think there should be borders, period.
You don't think there should be borders, period?
Yeah, while I'm gone for a little bit, topic of discussion. If you guys want a topic of discussion, the 16 people, talk about your favorite large city in America. Most of them are liberal cities, but what's your favorite big city in America? How about that one? I doubt it's Portland.
I think anybody should be able to be anywhere.
You're a dangerous person.
I'm dangerous. You know who's really dangerous? The that you're protecting.
If you're poor and you don't have the means and assets,
you should be able to break the law.
To make it by the system, you should be able to do whatever you need to do to make it by.
Do whatever you need to do. So if you feel like you want to a young woman because you come from a third world country, you can go ahead and do what you need to do and break the law, right? Hey everyone, it's Savannah with Black Queens Against Oppression. Just kidding. Usually we're with Her Patriot Voice. Today we're out here at Columbia University. They are having an all-out against ICE protest. I have some very interesting photos of some very awful people that decided to come into our country illegally and then commit heinous crimes against American women. These people here today say that they want to abolish ICE, but who is supposed to take care of these illegal criminals? Well, we're going to ask the people themselves and see what they have to say. Thank you guys so much for your support on my donation page for Black Land Guardian Fund. I was able to bring out some amazing security today. If you want to support my work, the link is in the description. You can click it right here. Let's see what these people have to say today and see what they're so upset about. Are you here for the all out for ICE? You make that sign?
I did, although I'm not so good at graphics. I did.
Oh, I think it's great.
Well, it is great. I mean, I just did Google images, no ICE, and there's tons of these nice things.
Oh, lovely. Well, we do have a lot of ICE here, don't we?
We, alas, do. This kind I can kind of deal with, although I would prefer not, but the other kind we need to get rid of.
Yeah, so speaking about that, you think we should abolish ICE?
I do.
Completely?
Yes.
Okay. And would you,
by the way,
I'm Savannah with Black Queens Against Oppression. You ever heard of us?
I think I have, yeah.
Thank you. See, he knows.
I think I have. I get so many emails from so many different coalitions. I think I have, yeah.
Yeah. I have a great email list. So you guys watching now, with all these people supporting ICE, I mean, the majority of the country somehow voted for Trump, right? What do you have to say about those people?
Well, okay, I will say, I think it is a mistake to sort of dismiss the millions and millions of people. I think partly, getting good, true information is really hard. There's a lot of manipulation. I think some of the feeling of grievance that people had about neither party taking care of them was like true. I mean, I feel horrible for them because actually they're getting screwed even worse than a lot of people. I also see some hope rather, that there are communities now. Actually, months ago, I forget, a small town in a very red state, there was an undocumented person in their community who was very beloved. She was in church, she worked, and she was taken, and they took up arms. They put on T-shirts, and I've heard a lot of people saying now, yeah, we wanted to get rid of the criminals, but we didn't. This is not what we meant. We don't want you taking our neighbors. So I feel like there's the upside of the worse and worse it gets. I think more people see how bad it is.
You think we should arrest these people who are in support of ICE?
Well, I think it depends on what you mean in support of.
Yeah, like they're totally okay with what ICE is doing.
Well, but what have they done to just saying I'm for ICE? I don't think you should be arrested for saying you're for them. Okay. I don't want to be arrested for saying I'm not for them. If they do something horrible, if they join, aid and abet an ICE raid or something, yes, I think that would, but for just having that opinion, I don't.
Do you think people should also be arrested if they're interrupting an ICE raid?
No, absolutely not. Okay. I think that's doing your civil duty.
So you would interrupt an ICE raid if like one happened right here and just like stole my friend Andre here?
I would try very hard to do that. I would be a group of people who do that, yes.
You'd be putting yourself in a pretty volatile situation.
I know, but we got to start doing that.
Okay. What if he was like a criminal and he wasn't here legally?
First of all, there's a very huge difference between not being here documented and being a criminal. I mean, I don't know what you mean if he were a criminal. Like if I knew that he, I don't know, was convicted for murder. But in general, so you're specifically asking me if I knew somebody had been convicted for
No, just
murder.
if like ICE pulled up right here and started like, getting on my Hispanic friend right here, would you intervene?
Yeah, I would do my best. Yes, I would.
Thank
I
you.
would.
I appreciate it.
Of course. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Absolutely. The things that are happening to no human being should be treated like that. Obviously not.
If we decide to abolish ICE, who is supposed to take out these people here? Like the murderer who stalked Rachel Morin in Maryland. She was a 37-year-old mom of 5, and she was raped and murdered by this illegal immigrant here. His name is Victor Antonio Martinez. How are we supposed to deal with him? Jose Ibarra attempted to rape and murdered Laken Riley.
I think they should be within the regular justice system.
But then our taxpayer dollars are paying for them to be imprisoned here when they're not even here legally. They're not citizens or residents.
I'll have to think. I mean, if someone, whoever they are, undocumented or not, if they've actually raped somebody, some.
Well, it's not if. These men did, and they were illegally here in the country.
So
should we deport them?
I think they should first have a trial. I don't know. I don't believe I don't think there should be borders, period.
You don't think there should be borders, period?
I think anybody should be able to be anywhere.
So we should just allow people like this to cross into our borders and kill our American women?
So when I say there shouldn't be, then there's a question of what do you do in general about actual criminals?
Yeah, what do we do? Because we're paying for people to be in jail, and I don't think we should pay for it if they're not even citizens of this country or residents. I mean, what would you do if Laken was your daughter or your niece? Would you want this man, Jose Ibarra? He bashed her head in with a rock.
Right. Well, I would want him to go on trial and if found guilty, being. So you're saying we shouldn't put him in jail here because it's our tax dollars, and therefore we should deport him so it's somebody else's tax dollars?
So his country of Venezuela can take care of it.
Yeah, I don't know what his situation is in Venezuela. I guess part of my thinking that there shouldn't be borders is also that it doesn't necessarily matter what citizenship you are.
Do you have locks on your door in your home?
Yes, although
Why?
Oh, anybody can come into your home. Anybody can. Do you see where this is going, lady?
Why do you lock your door at night?
because somebody may break in.
Right. So these people broke into the country, and that's why we have borders.
Did they break into the country? I don't know.
They did.
I think that, yes, but I think there's a difference between breaking into somebody's house and coming into, see, you're saying our country. I don't even think there are I don't even think.
Oh, you don't think that it's your house, but it's not U.S. citizens' country? Do you understand how stupid you're sounding, lady? What makes it your house? Did you pay for it? Guess what? The U.S. paid for much of the territory of the United States in money and blood. Do you understand?
There should be countries. I know that there are governments, but I think it's sort of.
You know why we have countries and why we have borders is because not everybody shares American values, and these men definitely showed that they did not, because they disrespected our immigration laws for one. They cut in line of people. Oh, you don't care about the laws?
I don't think the immigration laws are good.
Why not? Millions of people come here on student visas. They're able to migrate here legally. And that's how it is for almost every single other country in the whole world.
Yes, but I think every other country should let anybody in.
Even rapists and murderers that killed 12-year-old Jocelyn. Can you look at her and imagine looking at her and saying, yes, your rapist should be allowed to cross into the border?
Well, the rapist, wherever he is or she is, should be in jail. Which country he's in jail, it doesn't matter to me, really.
It does, because then you're forcing your ideology, you're forcing me to pay for a rapist who wasn't even here.
You understand? How hard to understand, lady?
Here legally, isn't even a citizen of this country, failed to learn how to speak English, failed to assimilate, and then raped a 12-year-old. These two men stalked down and raped a 12-year-old girl.
I don't think it matters whether you're a citizen who raped somebody or an undocumented.
It does. Hey, they did, because if they were never here, she's a strong, independent woman. She doesn't need a man to tell her what to do. Thank you. Yeah. So, I mean, if they would have never been in the country, Jocelyn would still be alive. I don't think it's nice that you're.
She's not taking the words. The lady is using her own words in full context. Giving her plenty of time to backtrack her words if she wanted to. She's still going on with this open border stuff.
You're interrupting women.
The lady likes to take people's words and spin the narrative. Do not associate with this lady right here.
Yeah.
Everyone.
You follow me. I know you do. You're a big supporter. So anything to say for Jocelyn?
My heart breaks for Jocelyn. I don't.
I'm gonna tell the truth. That's really what happened. You tried to misinterpret somebody's words and spin the narrative, and they punched you.
I know he's mansplaining. It's a little distracting.
I'm trying.
Yeah, you like all that conservative radical bull.
So what do you have to say for 12-year-old?
Radical stuff? Conservative stuff is radical?
Jocelyn, who was brutally raped and murdered by two men that weren't ever supposed to be in the country. Can you condemn that?
Yeah, we can condemn that.
Okay, should they be deported?
Yes, people that commit crimes should be deported.
Perfect, but every illegal immigrant committed a crime by coming into this country illegally.
And when they're here and they're actually trying to go and get their citizenship or get their residency, what happens?
They're not supposed to do it after they come in here. Somebody breaks into your house and then asks if they come into your house. How do you take that?
To these people.
Why didn't they do it before coming into the country? Like so many millions of immigrants do every single year.
Some people don't have the luxury to do that.
And that's our fault?
It's not our fault. It's not their fault.
They should be able to break the law.
It's not their fault either.
They should be able to break the law.
Poverty is not a crime.
They should be able to break the law.
Poverty is not a crime.
Should they be able to break the law?
Poverty is not a crime. Poverty is not a crime.
Can you answer the question or no?
I answered the question.
That's not an
Poverty
answer.
Is not a crime. Poverty, it is an answer.
They should be able to break the law.
You can't tell me that it's not an answer. I answered.
So if you're poor, you should be able to break the law.
if you're poor and you don't have the means and assets,
you should be able to break the law.
To make it by the system, you should be able to do whatever you need to do to make it by as a human being.
Okay, so do whatever you need to do. So if you feel like you want to rape a young woman because you come from a third world country, you can go ahead and do what you need to do and break the law, right?
I said no. I said
go ahead and break the law.
I said poverty means if you
got to do what you got to do. We'll rewind the clip.
You have to do to make it by in life. I did not say that allows.
What if that means that you're gonna rape someone?
What's wrong with you? That does not mean that you want to rape someone.
Should you be able to steal?
So somebody being poor means that they want to rape people? That's what you're saying?
No.
That's exactly what you just said. Stop your bullshit.
These guys were poor and they raped women.
Get up out of here with that bullshit.
Exactly. If you want to feel your energy levels.
All right, guys, what's going on? You guys behaving yourselves? Not much going on right now. Checking to see if there's anything else happening out there, live stream world or something like that. But I don't see a whole lot happening out there. Check and see if he's live somewhere. Is he just hanging out at his house on this one here? Yeah, it looks like they're sitting at their house. Interesting. On Earth. Let's see what else we got going on this one here.
You know,
you're cooler.
Brown and I'm not black.
So what?
So
explain to me. I want to understand.
The Western European SJW behavior, for lack of a better word here.
I'm a brown woman. What does it have to do with, brown and black people? Just tell me.
Because they're being profiled by ICE very clearly right now.
Maybe they're just the ones that were here illegally and committing crimes. Like the people on this paper, like Jose Ibarra from Venezuela, who hunted down Lake and Riley.
I don't know what you're showing me right now, and I don't care to continue talking.
I'm here because we're in the middle of a national emergency where the Trump administration is trying to create a secret police and arrest.
ICE has been created since 2003. That's 23 years ago. So that false. Automatically off the top of your head. It's not a secret police. They've been around for 23 years doing their job under Bush Jr., Obama, Trump 1, Biden, under 5 different presidencies. They've been doing their job.
Detain or in some cases even murder people without warning. And what has happened to Colombia has been a significant part of that. Not pivotal necessarily, but significant. What we're seeing in Colombia is like a little microcosm of what's happening in the broader society.
Do you think, would you support like these conservatives and pro-ICE people being arrested?
Of course not. They have a right to express their views too.
Yeah, awesome. Do you think we should like label people that support ICE to keep do you think we should label people that support ICE to like keep immigrants
certainly
safe?
Certainly not. And maybe I should ask a little about you. What press outlet are you from, and why are you
with Black Queens Against Oppression? I just want to get people's thoughts.
These are pretty weird questions, and frankly, it sounds like you're trying to set a trap for
I'm
liberals.
not. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought liberals had all the right answers. They're on the right side of history. If you're on the right side of history and you have all the right things to say, then what trap could she possibly set for you?
Well, so I have a question for you that a lot of people are wondering. If we abolish ICE, who is supposed to take control of these
There does have to. Well, okay, I'm not talking to you anymore.
Why?
If
you don't want to talk to a brown woman?
No, I don't want to talk to someone who describes the people being arrested by ICE as criminals.
Are these not criminals?
This interview is over.
Okay, so Elizabeth Medina of Edna, Texas, was 16 years old. She's a cheerleader, and she was murdered by Rafael Govea Romero.
You're asking tendentious questions, and you're obviously supporting a right-wing agenda, and I'm not talking.
She's giving you facts that happened, asking your opinion on them.
No, I'm supporting women that were raped and murdered by illegal immigrants. What do we do with those people who come into the country illegally and rape women?
You have the right idea to not talk to her.
Yes,
just
right.
This is
you're a dangerous person.
I'm dangerous.
Dangerous questions. They're hurting my feelings. Ask dangerous questions. What is wrong with society at this point? Seriously.
You know who's really dangerous? The rapist that you're protecting by being out here. Oh, what a strong man rescuing your friend. Melt the ice. I like your sign. What's the importance of coming out here today?
Hi.
Hi.
Well, it's against ice.
Probably.
Yeah.
I assume you know about it.
Yeah, of course.
This is what makes you think that some of these people have got to be sort of paid. I'm like, they're out there in full support of this, yelling and screaming, F ICE, abolish ICE, ask the simplest questions about why you're for this. They can't answer even the simplest things.
There's a lot of ice here. It's not melting fast enough, is it?
No, it's not.
Yeah. What are you covering your face? I want the camera to see your lovely face while you're out here. Do you think we should completely abolish ICE?
Yeah, I think I've gotten there at this point.
Okay. And who is supposed to deal with like the criminals that come in the country and like commit heinous crimes that are not legal citizens?
I mean, we have law enforcement for that already.
How stupid is this guy?
Yeah, but local law enforcement doesn't have the jurisdiction to go in and deport immigrants.
Are you actually for what ICE is doing now? Have you seen what they're doing in Minneapolis?
Well, I'll answer that question, but I asked you a question.
You can't answer a simple question.
I mean, I think they've clearly shown themselves to not be law-abiding themselves. So
how?
Well, they go against the Constitution and they go into people's homes. They knock on doors and they pull people out.
Well, that's what immigration.
That's what the police do when they have a warrant and probable cause that there's a criminal there. It's been going on for 100+ years.
Custom enforcement is, officers are hired to do, is to find people who enter the country illegally, especially the ones that committed heinous crimes, and remove them, right?
And they're also abusing citizens here.
Who?
I mean, someone I know someone in Minneapolis who was taken. She was just going in a car and she was pulled out after a doctor's appointment.
Okay. Well, were they illegally here?
No. Legal citizens.
What was the name of the legal citizen that was removed?
I'm not going to tell.
Why not?
Because I don't know how much they want to.
Okay. But do you know their name?
I know the name of the person who knows it, yeah.
So what are we supposed to do with people like this? Rafael Govea Romero from Mexico, who entered the country illegally and then brutally murdered Lizbeth Medina. She was a 16-year-old cheerleader from Texas.
People who murder should face the law, but ICE...
So deported? Because ICE would deport them.
I have an issue with people who murder being deported, but ICE is taking citizens that have not done anything.
Yeah, I keep hearing that, but nobody can tell me the names of the citizens that weren't doing anything that they took. Who did they take?
She actually did have a video. I can look it up.
But yeah, answer my question. What are we supposed to do about men like Rafael Govea?
They should face consequences. Murderers should face consequences.
So you support ICE deporting them?
I don't trust ICE as an institution doing anything.
Immigrations and Customs Enforcement. You don't trust them to do immigrations and customs enforcement.
She's a right.
Don't touch me.
I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. She's a right-wing provocateur. She's a right-wing provocateur. That you discredit yourself and remove.
She made me look bad. Don't let her make you look bad too.
How worked up you're getting over a woman. Do you usually get this excited about young women? Where's the camera? A full other man has to control this guy from putting his hands on me and getting up in my face. So Bangladeshi American U.S. citizen testified before Congress about her arrest during an ICE operation. Okay, what was she doing though? Was she interrupting the ICE raid?
I have a doctor's appointment.
Okay, well, I'd be happy to look into that, but what do we do with people like this who are actually... So what this man is doing is actually illegal. He is blowing a fume on me. Yeah, and you're blowing it right in my face.
I'm smoking.
Well, maybe I have health issues.
I'm smoking in public. I'm smoking in public.
Okay, well, I'm doing what I'm going to do in public.
I'm smoking in public.
So could you not blow your fumes on me? Your addictive fume? We literally just have it on video.
I didn't blow my fumes on you.
Okay, you did. You did.
Blow my fumes on you. You can make an assumption all you want. I can stand here and smoke all I want.
Yeah, just...
blow my fumes on you?
I would like you to not do that again. Thank you.
I didn't do it.
Okay, well, we just got it on video twice.
I mean, I'll look into that when you look into that, but
yeah,
clearly doing things that are against the law.
Right, but if we abolish ICE, then we're not able to arrest these people and deport them. You understand my argument? This is what happens when you allow an open border, is that people who hate our country flood in.
You're actually telling me that you agree with what ICE is doing right now?
Absolutely.
Is So you know that they are taking American citizens?
They're not.
I mean,
And if they are, I condemn that. And I will look that up.
thank you. So you condemn what ICE is doing?
Yeah, can you
You're going by what one person said. You didn't even confirm it yourself, buddy. She just said she would try to confirm your story that you got from the person that was there the other day or something like that. Goodness gracious.
Condemn this?
I condemn murder.
And keep in mind, people can be detained for 48 hours without charges. You understand this. Federal law enforcement or local law enforcement.
Okay, awesome. Glad we are on the same page there. Did you guys make this?
We have a press liaison if you guys want to talk to anyone.
I want to hear from you guys.
You don't have an opinion. You got a sign, have an opinion. It's pretty simple.
The press liaison is right over there.
Oh, okay. Why can't you guys talk? Are you guys told not to talk?
We're participating in the demonstration right now. Anything you want to hear will be chanting loud and clear. I'm also happy to point you to the press liaison.
Will you be chanting the names of these American women who were brutally murdered by rapists who illegally entered the country? No. Will you be chanting the names of the women who were brutally murdered and raped by illegal immigrants? Nothing to say for the women that were brutally murdered and raped. Nothing?
I think our press liaison's over there.
But can you as a person, as your own person, condemn illegal?
No, they can't. They say everybody that voted for Trump is in a cult. They're literally acting like a cult. Like, we can't have an opinion. Only one person can have an opinion and share it. We must abide by whatever that opinion is. That is how we do things.
Immigrants entering the country and then raping American women.
You don't have to answer her questions. It's better not to speak to her. You don't have to answer her questions.
Yeah, it probably is better because your answer, well, you already gave me an answer with no answer. What's the importance of you guys coming out today?
Just to support New York's immigrant community, which I think makes us strong as a city, and want to show support in the way.
Illegal immigrant community, absolutely, especially the Cubans and Puerto Ricans, but the illegal immigrant community that decided to cross the border without documentation, otherwise known as undocumented. What do you think about that community?
I can. What do you guys think about abolishing ICE? Do you think we should completely abolish it?
We're okay with not.
Why? We just started a great conversation. We found common ground.
I'm trying to listen to the speaker a bit.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
All righty. You look really sad. Are you upset about what's going on with ICE?
I think by having that face thing on her face for prolonged periods of time, it kind of affects the facial features and everything, makes it all sad and unhappy kind of look when you continually have that thing on your face.
Your eyes match your mask. Very happy people out here today. My goodness. Tough crowd.
Say nothing.
Something about Zionists? Who's a Zionist?
Not a word. I don't know.
Do you believe? Oh, I'm okay. Do you believe that we should be able to abolish ICE?
Who you are? I don't know.
I'm Savannah with Black Queens Against Oppression. You want to talk to a Black queen?
Say that again.
I'm Savannah with Black Queens Against Oppression.
Okay.
And telling them not to talk to me, silencing. And I guess what? I still don't have to listen because it's free speech. I know you guys hate that.
That guy's still following her around. Goodness gracious. Do you understand how silly you are, buddy? You're giving her content. She would not have, if everybody kind of kept quiet, it wouldn't be as good a content, but it'd still be content. But when you're trying to tell people to not talk to her and blow smoke in her face, it widens her reach, and normie type people will think that you look stupid and will start to listen to her opinions more. Do you understand how basic psychology works?
Do not engage.
You can't function without drugs on the streets. What?
Do not engage. Normies that hear that, like, are you afraid to talk? Why? What are you afraid to talk about? What are her questions? I want to know what her questions are that you're too afraid to engage a question. You can't give a simple, straightforward answer. You're just giving her more.
What do you do for work?
Engage. Well, I do a lot for work. I do a lot of investments.
What are you, I know you're paid to be here.
I don't have to.
Why do you guys hide your face? You say that I shouldn't wear a mask, but you guys are totally fine with wearing masks. Why is that?
Because your breath stink.
Okay, you would know because you keep getting so close to me. Why? Wait, go someplace else? I thought that everyone was welcome on stolen land. I thought everyone was welcome on stolen land. Isn't that what Billie Eilish just said? That like everyone's welcome on stolen land? I don't understand. Now people want me to get away. Do you want me to get away or do you want to coach?
If you voted for Trump, then you must get away. Somehow that makes you different than everybody else. Just because of where you made a check mark makes you so much different than everybody else.
exist with me. I'm an American citizen, so where else would I go? Do you have anything to say for Nabra Hassanin, who was brutally raped, abducted, and murdered by Darwin Martinez Torres, an illegal immigrant from El Salvador? You have nothing to say for a 17-year-old girl getting raped. These people are so gross, you guys. Oh my gosh, it is just like unreal.
Another one. Come on.
Another one using free speech. Oh my gosh, so awful. You don't like free speech?
I don't know why you're here.
I'm here to stand up for these women who were brutally raped and murdered by the people you guys want to keep in the country.
So you're a fascist. I got it.
Somebody who doesn't want people to die unnecessarily is now considered a fascist by these people. Oh my word.
How am I a fascist? Because I don't want rapists and murderers in the country? What does fascism mean? What is the definition?
We have media people that'll talk to you.
Okay, but I have the First Amendment, and I get to I get to talk to people.
For sure.
So thank you. I don't need you. I'm not. I can stand here. This is a public sidewalk, so you can go on along. I'll let you by. Go ahead.
I can be here too.
Okay, cool. So you can hang out with me. So since you're here on the camera, should these type of people be allowed in the country to stay here? Yes? I'm a coon. Now we're yelling racist slurs. Can you condemn him calling me a coon? Should I be called a coon?
How do you not have an immediate answer to that? The answer is no. Nobody should be called racial slurs. How is that? What is wrong with these people?
Why do none of you have anything to say for people like Jose Oscar Marquez, a criminal illegal alien from El Salvador convicted of aggravated sexual assault of a child in Harris County, Texas? That person should stay inside the country?
Can I talk to you about something?
Yeah. I'm the press coordinator.
Okay, I don't need you to touch me. Please don't put your hands on me. You got a little...
Maybe he's not culturally appropriated. He might be from the Middle East.
You got a little close. Yeah. So,
I can get your phone number and then...
I don't want to give you my phone number. Why would I do that?
What kind of a stupid question is that? She's there right now with a microphone in front of your face. You're there to spread a message. Her next question will probably be something like, I don't know. Let's see what it is.
Okay, well, if you want comment from organizers here, I can do that. If not...
Well, she walked up to me and she wanted to know what I'm about, so I'm here to tell her. And then she has nothing to say about these rapists that you guys want to keep in the country. Can you condemn these rapists? They raped American women and children at that.
All right.
And the organizer, press guy, cannot even do that. Man.
Wow. Can you condemn illegal rapists and murderers? Wow. And I think the real fascists are the ones that are trying to silence the different voice. I'm being called racial slurs, but it's hilarious because it's all they have is just to yell racist things to me. They have no facts on their side. What about Jakara Thompson from Hyattsville, Maryland, 19 years old? Hugo Hernandez was charged with murder, tampering of evidence, disposing of a body in unauthorized place.
There's a press section for people.
You're for the press, correct?
Well, I'm just here as a citizen using my First Amendment.
No, I understand. But you just have to...
Why is that?
Now they called the police on her. I thought the kind of people that aren't big fans of the police, they call the police fascists at some of their marches. And now they call the police to do a fascist thing to try to get somebody removed. Make it make sense.
Because you have the camera and stuff.
Is this not a public sidewalk?
No, I understand, but we have people with cameras and stuff and microphones that want to interview on the other side of the street.
Oh, so I want to be over here.
Okay, let me get someone to talk to you right about that. Because
what do we need to talk about? Well, yeah, they're complaining because I don't agree with them, but I have every right with the First Amendment to be here.
You're 100% right, but you're just calling it being disorderly right now.
How? I was just being called a coon by this man over here. Everyone's telling him not to talk to me. Why don't you tell him to leave?
He's part of the... You're free to...
I'm a part of it too.
Yeah, but you're saying press stuff has to go to the other side, and the bosses are telling us that anyone that's doing press related stuff has to go on that side of the...
But what about it? I mean, are there people over there?
I mean, as of right now, you're just the only one that's over here with like press type stuff. So.
Okay, well, I mean, I have the right to be here because it's a public sidewalk. I'm harassing you by asking you to condemn rapists. I think the actual harassment is these women, what these women went through.
Oh yeah, we need to apologize. I'm so embarrassed.
Western Europeans that love migration. My goodness gracious, they're just these people.
Are you an immigrant?
Huh? What?
You don't have to talk to that. You don't have to engage.
Okay.
Well, he's a strong man. You can make decisions on your own, right?
Okay, it looks like she's on the other side of the street where they told her to go now, and they're still telling her who she can and can't talk to.
Don't need a woman telling you what to do. Are you an immigrant, sir? What do you think
It's off campus.
that we should do about these illegal aliens that entered the country and then murdered American women?
I think I don't know how to say that. I just want.
It's okay.
I just want to a peaceful environment.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just want to continue my studies here.
Yeah.
And
I want you to do that too.
thank you.
I don't want people, because I know you came here probably on a student visa, right?
Yeah.
And you came here legally and you respect America.
I'm an international student. And I just want to continue my study and graduate.
Yeah. So why can't every immigrant that wants to come here and study and work do it like you did legally?
I think America has the best study environment in the world. So I want to come here.
I'm so glad I ran into you.
Okay, thank you.
So what's happening with ICE is that they're getting rid of people like this who hunted down young American women and killed them. They want to live a normal life. They raped and killed people.
Oh.
These ones.
Oh, these ones.
Yeah. These people. Should they be deported?
Okay. Yeah, I think they should be deported or they should be arrested.
I couldn't get anyone in this crowd to tell me that they should be deported. Why do you think that is? Why do they want them here?
Oh, I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm going to have class now.
He doesn't want to have some of his fellow students attack him for having an opinion about certain subjects. So he's got to I better not have an opinion here or I'm going to get attacked for my opinion or something like that. There's crazy people out there that will just, if you say something wrong against the majority, watch out.
I'm sorry.
All righty. No problem. Smartest person we ran into today. Hi, sir.
No English.
No English? Okay. Learn. Lear. Why no Lear? Learn English.
No English.
Don't want to? Yeah. Why would you have to, right?
No English.
Yeah. No English. Oh, here comes the white savior. Is this you protecting me from? It's okay. I'm not an ICE agent, ma'am. I'm not going to deport him. Look at this. A white savior coming and saving a Hispanic. You're so brave. You deserve a Medal of Freedom. Oh, sorry. Trump was already given that this year. All right, you guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. What happened is what we expected, right? They're hypocrites. They're not willing to condemn the illegal rapists and murderers that have entered this country, killed American women like Laken Riley, Dakara Thompson. And it just makes me sick because when me, as someone who's trying to really find out these people's ideology, going in there, giving them a platform, they want to call me a coon. They want to tell me to leave, to get away. I even had a police officer tell me that I can't stand on a public sidewalk. Well, Billie Eilish said that this was stolen land. So why can I not stand here? I don't understand. Because of your support, I was able to bring out security today, which I really needed. So if you'd like to continue supporting me, you can go to blacklineguardianfund.com. You can donate to me directly. The money is going to go toward keeping me safe, allowing me to keep coming out here all over the country to expose the radical leftism, the crazy ideologies. So I will see you guys in the next video. Stay tuned.
All right, guys. I'm gonna take care of that one there. Watch that video. Remove from playlist. I think that's good enough for tonight. I'm gonna send you over to Chris Sims over here, hanging out with his buddy Danny Rebel over there, playing videos like this.
If you don't have a platform to stand on.
Well, what I do is I have a block list of words that you can't use when you post
Looks like some First Amendment type stuff and things like that. So I'm gonna send you over to Chris Sims over there. Danny Rebel's also a choice, but I rated him the other day, so it's Chris Sims today. Otherwise, there's other options out there. Normal America with Rob Knorr and other things like that. But we'll send you to these guys here. They need a little bit of help on their YouTubes. All right, you guys and girls. There's other people out there. Ground Zero, I think, is live or something like that too. But anyway, unless there's something else going on. Oh, yeah, they were all over her at that point there. She had that bodyguard nearby her, but crazy. And also make sure you guys follow my buddies out there. You guys saw Guyire on the show tonight. We played some Haley videos. BCP was trying to get on my nerves in chat. Didn't see Angry Oregonian tonight, although he might do a stream later on tonight, but I don't see him on right now. You're welcome, Nicholas. Hopefully you're doing good. But at least give Chris Sims a subscribe or a like and a subscribe when I raid you over to him. Make sure you hit the go now at the end of the stream. It says end stream or whatever. Click go now, and that way you'll go over there And give him a like and subscribe. Tell him Mr. Bill said hello. All right, guys. Yes, I didn't give you any music, did I? Should I give you music? No. No offense. No donations tonight. It means no music. Just kidding. But anyway, we'll play more music tomorrow or something like that. Or who knows? I might come on later tonight. I've got enough energy. I've been going on for 3 hours right now, so I figured that's enough time to chill out and do something else, right? Anyway, God bless, guys. Here you go. Send you over to Chris Sims. Tell him I said hi. God bless. 30-second countdown.